What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. We are starting things off today, completing our first League SBC. I spent about 20,000 coins to complete it. Hamza, thank you for the million sparks. Thank you for ruining the intro to the video as well. Yeah, I spent about a million coins on it. No, that would have been ludicrous. I spent about 20,000 coins on it. I'm missing mostly the silvers. I haven't done the bronze to silver upgrades yet because it's going to be a ball ache to generate the packs because it doesn't remember where you were in the leagues anymore, and that's really frustrating. But here we are with Shanghai Shenhua as the last one. I've got 4 packs because I had 4 teams left to do. You didn't see anything of the rest of it. And I actually want to just show you guys that the players that you get, or the players that you can pick from the CSL, are actually good. There's Eder, 4-star, 4-star, 5'10", high medium, really like nice stamina, very well-rounded dribbling and shooting with good pace. A Deadeye chem style on him could be great, or even a sniper chem style on him could be amazing. And then of course there's an Italian, links to Politano and Giovinco, so definitely has some potential there. However, this guy right here, Jonathan, 5-star, 4-star, high-low work rate, 6 foot tall, with very nice stats. I like his pace. His dribbling, his balance needs a little bit of work, but again, a sniper or something like that would be good for him. He's got good agility already. His stamina, strength, and jumping are great. I think this is going to be the man for me. We're going to take him. I don't necessarily know if we're going to use him in Weekend League this weekend, but a Brazilian to go along with potentially like Hulk, who is strong linked to, so we could use him if we wanted, and then link them with the icons. But that is the CSL, the first League SBC for me, done, guys. And we've got 4 packs saved up from it. A small rare mixed players pack, a small rare mixed players pack, a mixed players pack, and a small prime election players pack. Nothing crazy, but it doesn't take much to get lucky in this game. EA, right? Am I right? I'm right. I know, right. Even if we get some good silvers or some Bundesliga silvers and golds in general would be quite nice. There you go. There is a Bundesliga gold and a spare Bundesliga gold as well. I'm going to start working on the Bundesliga next. I need to start doing some 2-player upgrade packs to get the silver ones because I need to get lots of silvers into the account. Wow, this is not even a rare gold player. So that's absolutely pooed on my dreams right there. Oh, is this guy worth a bit? Oh, we did get a... No, he's not really worth that much. We did get a Bundesliga player though. There you go. So a nice 1K player right there. Lots of Bundesliga 2 players as well. Wilson can go up for sale, and then Salvi Sanchez, not really worth all that much, which is surprising, but he can go up as well, make a few coins back off of that. And then small rare mixed players pack number 1 and 2, guys, and I am going to focus now a lot more on having packs for us, whether that's through draft or through SBC grinds or anything like that. I want to start every day with at least kind of 10 packs, even if they're small packs, and I know this isn't 10 packs, but I do want to start with at least 10 packs a day, even if they are small and useless and worthless. Not bronze or silver packs, obviously, just, you know, packs from SBCs or upgrades or whatever's out. But here we go with our last pack. We are going to get a border or walkout out of this one. Oh, it's blue. It's not a walkout. God damn it. It's going to be some dead player, innit? It's going to be some dead player. Yeah, all right. Some dead player. I got so excited there. He is a board, but... It's not good, is it? So yeah, that's where we're at, guys. So I might actually come back with some 2-player upgrade packs now, and I'll show you guys what we get out of them and how much we end up saving or making off of them. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, so I've gone and built 20 packs. I don't mind doing 20 of these at a time either. I built them using the squad builder thing. You just set it to low to high, bronze only, and then go to a league that has loads of bronzes. The aim here is to just try our best to get Chinese League silvers, French League silvers, and Bundesliga silvers, of course. And then any silver card that will potentially be in a League SBC would also be very, very nice. But for the, you know, for the immediate time, I just want the, yeah, so him, that's good. I mean, he's not worth crazy amounts, but it does save me a little bit. And I might start working on the Bundesliga. I'll have a run through the club. What I hate about what EA have done with the way you do SBCs now is they've changed for seemingly no reason. Ooh. They've changed for seemingly no reason the fact that it doesn't remember what team or league you're in or anything. And even with regards to like searching for players in your club, it's so hard to find, like before I used to just go through my club and easily search each club, each league, and see how many of each team I had real quick. Now it's like far more difficult. That's a good card to get. Oh no, he's only 1,000 coins as well. Can we ban that wonkier canvas guy, please, mods? Thank you very much. So yeah, we're basically waiting and hoping for pretty much more Bundesliga at the moment, because that is where I want to go to next. But the Liga NOS is going to be okay as well. There are a couple of decent cards that you can get in silver packs, like one of the man of the match or the hero item cards or whatever. FIFa is there. Is there and available. And of course, long term, as you guys always know, this is where you make and save literally millions of coins. People didn't believe me last year. I would argue that bronze pack method, because this here stems from bronze pack method, right? I would argue bronze pack method made me anywhere from 3 to 5 million coins last year. I would argue that it saved me more than 5 million coins from packing players, so I didn't have to buy them, that I could then turn into SBCs, that then gave me packs that had tradable items that I could then get coins back from, right? So it makes and saves you so many coins. It just takes time. It's boring. You don't see the profits immediately. They come over time, and it can be tedious as hell. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do, man. We're not really getting too lucky here. We did get a few Bundesliga silvers. Like I said, I'll go and have a look at what I've got available in the Bundesliga right now. If I'm close on a couple of squads, I might start off the Bundesliga. We do get ourselves Fiorentina there. Bundesliga 2's coming out a lot. We've actually got a few, fair few Serie A cards as well, which is nice. So when EA do hopefully drop the Serie A League SBC, we'll be in a good spot for that, because even though they have released the milestone for the Serie A, I don't think that they're going to do either milestone or League SBC. I'm hoping that they're going to do both. Saudi League SBC as well is quite nice. It doesn't really have much value now, but hopefully in one day. So far, guys, we didn't get any Chinese League cards. Did we get any French League cards? I don't think we did. No, we've only got Bundesliga cards. So it hasn't been a successful set of players, but 40 new players into the club that we didn't have before, which is obviously going to be, again, it will save us down the line when we start being, that's not bad as well, when we start getting SBCs that require 4 silver players and stuff. We can then go and get those untradeable trash bag ones from some random league that doesn't have a league SBC, chuck them in, and to no cost other than BPM. So we get an Utrecht player as well. He might come in handy if EA release the Eredivisie League SBC. And 2 more to go, guys. Come on, give me one more big league SBC player. Don't make me go and build more. Oh, there you go. He's only a K as well. The players that we've got have only been about 1,000 coins, but we have got another one. So as, you ask, you shall receive. There you go. So I think there's a 74 coming in there as well. 72 from the Chinese league. So this guy's quite an expensive player too, isn't he? Yeah, like 1,200, maybe like 300-400. It's like not worth anything. But that wasn't too bad. So that's that, guys. I'm now going to go and have a look where we're at with the League SBCs. Maybe start working on a few more. Maybe have some more packs before we get into gameplay. Let's find out. All right, guys. So as we go into some more gameplay, currently at the end of my FUT Champs run, we are 14-3. I'm generally playing some really good FIFA. Probably the best FIFA I've played this year. I'm feeling really good. And it's inspired a big change, but we're going to talk about that in the next episode. We have got some comments, of course, from the video. The first one is from Max Utley. He says, this weekend has been my first and last weekend league. I've been getting battered by every game. And on that note, I am ready to start finishing at gold 3 already. It's not that, you know, it's not because of any other reason than I just want to enjoy my time on this game. I don't want to get trapped in the fear of missing out. EA didn't put promo players in packs from Champs Rewards, and Team of the Week is just generally quite terrible. And in terms of that, like, the only thing then you get from FUT Champs is the red player picks and some packs. And I can get packs from draft or from league SBCs or from just grinding the game and buying the packs from store, grinding coins, making 50k and then opening a 50k pack, right? Like the fear of missing out for packs has got to go. It's got to stop. So for me, what I think I want to start doing, which again, we will touch on way more in tomorrow's episode, but what I think I want to start doing a lot more of is collecting the untradables that are on offer for free, the ones that we play with for, you know, and Babu, so on and so forth. Still getting gold 3, so still getting 2 red player picks, and going to do a few more league SBCs like that Jonathan card, and maybe going and get that Adair card as well, and using cards like Politano, and hopefully EA releasing more milestones and such. And just start using those cards instead of having fun with it. You know, I just want to have fun. That's basically where we're at. And not to say that I'm not having fun right now. You know, we're playing with Mbappe and Neymar. They are both brilliant players. But would it hurt to play with Hulk and Jonathan instead of Mbappe and Neymar? Would I win less games? Honestly, probably not. And I honestly believe the reason that is because attacking, once you master the attacking in this game, doesn't matter who you've got. And I proved that by draft, right? So when I played draft, I played a draft last night and had Ryan Giggs at left mid. His shooting is terrible. He's got no skill moves, no weak foot, and I was still banging goals with him. Now it's draft, right? Not the same as champs. But I still think it's fair to say that although the meta players definitely offer a little bit more than the non-meta players, maybe smart gameplay is what's more important. And again, I go back to #Harry getting 28 wins with a silver team. You know, if he can do that with a silver team, I can do. I got to get better at the game, not use meta players. And so I want to focus on that kind of aspect, using players that are a bit more fun, a bit more different, like that Jonathan with 5-star, 4-star. I have a feeling he's going to be amazing. And every time I talk about him, everyone that has him says he's amazing. Use him, get him. He'll be a lot of fun. So, yeah, if it is your last weekend league, listen, man, I've tried to promote this positive, healthy mindset with FIFA. You know, FIFA is just extremely toxic this year. I think more so than ever before. People are more toxic. The game is more toxic. The way you have to play it is more toxic. It's not worth the hardship. And that is a crazy thing to say because it is supposed to be a video game. But it's not worth the mental stress, the mental gymnastics, the genuine mood swings that you get from playing this game. It's not worth it for a couple of packs and a red card. It's just not worth it. Dave says, playing against Gomez makes me realize that 300k is actually a bargain. He's a joke. I believe that he's good as far as a player goes. However, I don't believe that really any of the top tier road to the final cards are worth it. When you look at Heung-min Son, the first upgrade he could potentially get won't even be until middle of December, right? After that, someone like Heung-min Son is likely to get more upgrades throughout the year anyway, and of course that road to the final card won't surpass those. So it's very likely that by the time February or March comes around where he can possibly get a second upgrade, it's very likely he already has multiple cards better than what that second upgrade will already be, and he's 2 million coins. And it's also important to notice that, again, by the time the road to the final Europa League cards come into play, and by the time the second upgrade for the Champions League cards come into play, EA would have released so much more, to the point where that Gomez right now, if it was on the market, it probably would be 300-400k as a tradable card. However, in 2 months' time, it probably wouldn't be. You know, there would probably be another defender out there that's just as good, or if not better, and it would probably be a point where it's not worth long-term the coins. If you pack one untradeable, brilliant. If you pack one in general, maybe you want to keep it and use it, fine. But I wouldn't go out of my way spending 300,000 coins or more on an untradeable centre-back, in spite of the fact that he's got some great links. You know, obviously strong links to Van Dijk, to Alisson, to perfect links to Trent, strong links to Robertson, strong links to Fabinho. He's got a lot going for him in terms of the ability to link to cards, you know, links to Kyle Walker. There's a lot going on with that. But yeah, generally speaking, I don't think it's worth it, which is hilarious as I'm talking about going untradeable, going to an untradeable team. Ben says, honestly, I've been getting between 21 and 23 wins every week. So in my experience, I can only say that the matchmaking has worked fairly consistently. And in terms of like what we were talking about yesterday with the rage quits, the better you are, the less impact the rage quits will have on you. Because if you're already getting to 21 to 23 wins every week, you're not rage quitting games anyway, and you're already at a high form. So even if you did rage quit a game, you're already, like, if you're getting 23 wins, you're playing at plus 15 form. If you're getting 21 wins, you're playing at plus 14, maybe even a game or two at plus 15. And you're not really rage quitting. It's the people that finish like gold 2, gold 3, silver 1. They're the guys that will have the impact of this rage quit situation, if indeed it's true, right? It's important to note that it might not be true. Apparently, people assume that this was the way it worked last year. Completely news to me. You know, I was absolutely ignorant to the fact that this is something that existed. Yeah, I think. If you're normally getting, let's say you go 14 wins and you usually take 25-ish or more games to get to 14 wins, and you go like, I don't know, 4-0, and then you come up against the guy and you quit, and then you're 4-1, but you're actually still playing at plus 4 form, and you come up against a guy and you win. Now you're 5-1, but you're actually plus 5 form, and then you play another guy and you quit, and then you play another guy and you quit. Now all of a sudden you're 5-3, yet you're still playing at plus 5 form. Now if you're only good enough to play at an average of a plus 3, plus 4 form, quitting these games is hurting you massively, because if you get unlucky matchmaking and play someone at plus 8, plus 9, plus 10 form, you're just going to get demolished. You need to make sure that you stay around your form level. And what I think is that if you guys that are getting 14 wins from 25 or 30 games are rage quitting a lot and are struggling, try for me for a weekend where you don't quit, right? Even if it just means putting your controller down, resting the controller against something so you don't get the automatic DC for not being active in the game. Try that, because if you go 14 and 16, you're a -2 form. But if you're normally playing at a plus 3, plus 4 form, you might end up finding that you actually get to 14 wins in a lot less games, because when you lose, and you actually lose, you drop a form point, you get an easier game the next game. You might find that you just get to where you're going to way quicker, and maybe you end up getting to a higher ranking. Maybe you get gold 2 instead of gold 3. Maybe you get gold 3 instead of silver 1. Maybe you're the kind of guy that gets 14, 15, 16, or let's say 16 or 17 wins a week. You know, you're really like, oh man, I'm on gold 3, gold 2. I'd love to push on to gold 1, but I just can't. I keep rage quitting games. It's giving me bad matchmaking. Maybe all of a sudden you actually push up to 19 or 20 wins, and that would be absolutely amazing. So yeah, give it a shot for me, for those of you that rage quit like that. Jack says, bet you were relieved that guy quit at 2-0 when you were wearing the same kit as him. Very frustrating. The Say No to Racism kit is one that I would wanted to have worn, but it's primarily a black kit with like a small white trim. For some reason, the game registers it as a white kit, so it matches you against dark kits. So if you wear the Say No to Racism kit and you don't select your own second kit, which obviously is an option, which is why I start, you're seeing me in the Arsenal kit for the away team. And I'm me using the Say No to Racism kit for the home team. But if you select that as your home kit and let the computer pick the other kit, it will always prioritize the darker kit, which is stupid. I don't know how EA can make such a simple. I don't know who looked at that kit and was like, yeah, let's put that in the category of like white kits or light kits, when it's quite clearly a predominantly dark kit. And one thing that you notice when you're playing games, one thing that you notice heavily when it comes to kits, right, is that you actually see the back of a kit considerably more than the front of a kit in a game of FIFA. And that's important to remember when you're picking your kits. So, yeah. The last comment we've got, guys, for today's video is from Felix. He says, hey, Nep, loving the content right now, but I have a question for you. I completely agree that there is nothing to do in the game at the moment. League SBCs are terribly overpriced and not worthwhile. No player objectives after you've done the Mbabu, which only takes 2 to 3 hours. And the season pass challenges and content, in my opinion, are just dead. To add to this, EA haven't even added a second batch of icon swaps with Season 2. That's obviously coming Monday. Do you think they'll add a content patch or give us a bunch of new objectives and SBCs in the future? Anyway, keep up the good work. Love the series. We had a long discussion about this on stream last night. And I do think it's important to know and important to remember that EA don't cater for you and me, or generally the people that watch these videos. They cater to the general public. And so no amount of complaining or moaning or begging or asking nicely or anything is going to make EA go, oh, do you know what? Nepo and his viewers want this, that, and the other. Let's give it to them. Nothing's going to make that happen, right? EA have got a content path. They're going to follow that path, come what may. Maybe they'll change it up based on the casuals and their interpretation and their impact on the game. But we was talking about other games and games that offer lots of content versus games that don't. And what you'll find is that games that offer lots of content generally don't have a high replayability factor, which is a lot of sports games in general. And that's because the game itself is very much the same. You know, when you play a game of FIFA, ultimately it's within the boundaries of a real life game of football, and it's very little what you can do on a game-to-game basis. If you think about your experience on a game-to-game basis, and this really does again go towards what we're going to be talking about and what we're going to be doing in tomorrow's episode. But if you play FIFA on a game-to-game basis, it's essentially a very similar experience all the time. You're very more often than not coming up against someone on one depth drop back, really deep, come back on defense, hitting you with counters. You see the same team, you probably play the pool of the same 50 or 60 players every single week. You're going to see a lot of Jamie Vardy player of the months over the next few weeks. You're going to see a lot of Politanos. You see a lot of the same players all the time, and it's very samey. And so what EA and games that have a very low replayability factor need to offer is lots of content to drive people to keep playing the game. And the EA need to do that through milestones and objectives and other, rewards and things like that to get people playing for the fear of missing out or just for something to play for. And so I think EA don't really do a good enough job with that. With other games, for example, Fortnite, there's not really that much content. There's not that much to play for. Yes, you have your season pass. Yes, you have some like weekly tasks and stuff to do within Fortnite. But the difference within Fortnite, first of all, it's a social game. So you get to play it with friends as much or as little as you want. And it's considerably more fun in that regard. But second of all, it has high replayability because any specific game is very different to any other specific game. It's very rare that you'll drop in the map on Fortnite and it will be identical for the most part, so there's high replayability factor in games like that, so they don't require as much content. With FIFA though, it would be great if EA put out there unlimited content, and what's very frustrating is the other games, specifically against sports games that have high levels of content, even Call of Duty. Again, Call of Duty is a game that has very low replayability in many aspects because it's very samey. It does have the added benefit of being a very good social game. You get to play it with your friends very nicely. But they offer unbelievable amounts of content to work towards. Madden, they offer unbelievable amounts of content. MLB The Show, NBA 2K, these games offer unbelievable amounts of content to work towards, and FIFA just doesn't. And it's quite sad and quite disappointing. But that, guys, is going to be the end of the video for today. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.